50,000 people, that's 500,000 a month. But 500,000 a month being donated by us, 500,000 a month, I'm saying we can do some great things, man. Great things. You can bring back a lot of jobs for 12 million in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to be on the board. It just I feel like, you know what I'm saying, once I sat down and I did the math, I feel like this is possible. For you to ask somebody for $50 a month for 2 years, $1,200 in 2 years, that's not a lot of money. That shouldn't hurt nobody. But what we can do with the money would be amazing. 12 million in 2 years. 10,000 people. You could get more, you could get less. If you get 400,000 a month, 300,000, we can still do some things with that money to bring jobs, stability, financial stability back into our community. We can do that, man. I know we can do that. 500,000 a month for 2 years, 12 million. If we appropriate those funds appropriately, we can do some great things. We got black-owned everything. Black-owned laundromat, black-owned school. I mean, we're not able to go down to school, but we can have black-owned businesses. I mean, grocery stores. I mean, hopefully our own bank. I mean, when the money start making money. But I'm saying we have to start somewhere. And $50 a month is not a large sum of money to ask for. Especially when you see the big picture. If you're here to make a great change, I mean, it starts at $50 a month. It's not a lot. So that's just something I thought. Come on, brother.
Well, I ain't got much to say. I'll just sit there and listen to everybody got to say. I keep thinking about what Bill Baker said a while ago. He said when you was young and your dad got locked up, you was on your own. Pretty much saw things in your life. You said Tubby came to town. So I'm thinking, what if Tubby never did come? What if a pastor died like he is now, come and step in and pick you up from where your dad left off? Would you still make the same decision that you did back then? Just a question. Okay, my next thing is, all of us together, I just feel like we walk out into the community on a positive note, nothing negative. And I think if the kids can see the image of a positive black man or a woman walking around this community, I think it'll somewhat be a start for them, but not a big change. My other thing is, like, the kids that told us today, some of these kids still look up to people like you or your brother. See what I'm saying? When we walking together and say, me see a kid walking around holding a pistol, say, man, I know if I go to him, he gonna stop walking on me. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna talk to Little Bear now. Let's see if he can talk to him. Because they still look up to y'all guys. See what I'm saying? And maybe you can give them a few words of encouragement to put their gun down. See what I'm saying? So, that's all I wanted to say. We just go walking the possible, walking straight down the line and get up kids something to look at in the future, So.
Well, I agree with what everybody has said. And I was thinking myself, I worked these streets for over 28 years. And a lot of times it was difficulty. When I worked, we got 40-ounce bottle throwers and everything else. And I was like, why are we doing this? They are doing this. We get a call, we come there to help you. We ain't trying to hurt you. I know I did. I treated everybody the same. I didn't care who you were. I treated everybody the same. But what I listened to, if you were saying, what can we do? So I'm gonna ask, what can we do? Because I tried for 28 years, and couldn't solve the problem, with the kids and everything. So what can we do to help this community get back together? And you're right, we have one black officer. When I worked, it was 25 officers. Half of So what happened to these officers? You know, that's my thing. So what can we do
Can I ask you a
to
question?
get back to?
Can I ask you a question? I'm sorry. Did you say when you was on the police it was 25 officers?
25 officers.
Half and half?
Half and half.
And now it's only
Now it's only 8.
It's only 8.
It's only 8.
And crime is higher than it was.
And crime, yeah, exactly.
You gotta invest in reinvest in our community. You guys know what we do. You gotta reinvest or invest in our community. We gotta ask for donations because can't no one person afford to do this. Can't no one church afford to do this. You know what I'm saying? So we have to act. Everybody knows the problem. So if you're really committed to solving the problem, then you have to ask for donations. And with these donations, you gotta rebuild and reinvest in the community. If the black kids grow up seeing their fathers calling another man boss, that's gonna kill their drive. Because we're taught to graduate from school to get a job. Get a job. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a job, you say you're gonna be calling somebody boss. So why not call? If they see a black man being referred to as boss, then they too want to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? So we got to reinvest in our communities and show them that they do have somewhere to go to after high school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't have to go work for anybody else because we built this on our own.
But I know when I was a kid, there was black owned businesses.
Dink said something that was when he went back to Badland, and he said something like everybody heard it was a killing in Badland every weekend and all that. But there's something else I heard about Badland. You always hear bad things about Badland. This is one good thing I heard about Badland. They said every dollar that was made in Badland circulated around Badland a week before it left out of Badland. That means it stayed in the community a whole week before it was shipped out. That type of economic stimulation to the community will help the community. Like, and I don't want to go off on the subject of the racism, but there's no build up on this side of town. There's no build. What was the last thing that was built that was brand new on this side of town? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But again, stop worrying about what they not doing and we start doing ourselves. Maybe they'll jump on board if they do, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. But if we don't get ourselves together, and you're right, the problem is, it is systematic racism in Charleston. That is a problem, but it's also, right, if we don't clean ourselves up, we can't worry about what they doing. We gotta concentrate on self. And like Tommy said, I looked at, after the girls got killed, it was a GoFund page up there. And if you look on the GoFund page, when people set up GoFund pages for any situation they have, like if it's a car wreck, train wreck, whatever, they have the GoFund page on everything that happened to life. So this GoFund page was for a homicide victim. And so I looked on there and pressed how many GoFund pages was for homicide victims throughout the United States. 90% of them was black. So I went back to when George Floyd was killed. That night, how many homicide victims was GoFund pages set up on? Again, 90% black. So I thought, these was gunshot victims. How many of these gunshot victims was done by another black person? The same night George Floyd got killed. We protest and we loot and we march peacefully or we march radically. We do all that when this type of stuff happens. But what about if I kill Barry? How many marches would be done? How many people would sit up and say, just get mad and do something about it? Nothing. We want to keep that under the rug and then wonder why they kill us like they kill us. Until we stop killing each other and we come up with some of the most atrocious ways to kill each other and some of the most plots to kill each other. We put all that energy in and hurting each other. And when a white man do it, it should be something said about it. I'm not saying that. But when we do it to each other, our voices should be even more loud.
Young ladies, y'all like to say something? Point verse.
Irene, and as everyone probably know, we are homegrown folks also. And the Lord led us to come back here a year and a half ago. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? The Lord led us to come back here a year and a half ago. And we have been coming back from time to time. But after we decided to spend some time, can you all hear me?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, okay. After we decided to spend a little time here, we did an observation, and we were not pleased with our observation. This being home, we just weren't pleased. The spirit, the love that everyone has been expounding on is not here. We have killed our spirit. I think that our observation, Irene and I have been doing a lot of meditating and studying and looking over our history to make sure that what we think we see is what we see. And what we have come up with so far is that we feel that we're under a curse of the Willie Lynch post-slavery. We feel that we are operating as if we have chains on our feet and ankles, but there are no chains. That's a perfect making of a slave. We feel like the residual is so deep in our spirit that we have failed to recognize that the chains are not there, but we're behaving as if they are. Now, whose fault is it now? God gave us everything we needed to come out of this. He released the chains from us, and it's left up to us to come up with solutions to better ourselves. And that's what you all hear us say, the West Side. I'm not interested in West Commercial, East Commercial. I'm not interested. When I left here in 1965, I wasn't even allowed to walk on East Commercial. At dark, you better be off of that street. So therefore, I'm not going to spend any time knowing my history because I already know my history. Now, what can we do about it? Now I'm in control of ourselves. We're in control of ourselves. We make things happen for us. God has given us that much authority over our own lives. So you're saying jobs, yes, we need jobs. Who's going to do it? They are not going to do a job. If you get a job around here, I think we ought to be trying to create a job. And this town is just as vibrant, as much money is flowing here. Actually, Mississippi County is one of the richest counties in the United States. It's old dollars here. We've got to decide how we're going to be a player in our own community. And it's not anybody's responsibility, but our responsibility. Wake up, sip some of the coffee. Don't just smell it. Sip some coffee. We need these kind of coming together, opening minds. Irene and I are probably the oldest people in this room. We turned 75 years old last week. I think I've been around the rodeo a couple of times, okay? So we need to come together. I love talking with the young people, and if they are not doing it, it's because of us. We dropped the ball. They weren't hatched. We dropped the ball with our community. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know better, you do better. God does not hold you accountable for what you don't know. But when you come into the knowledge, like we have the knowledge, we are responsible for this town. I'm not saying I'm anything other than a part of the community. My action is what is important. Nobody want to hear a word I have to say. Because everybody in my family can talk. But who's doing the action? So that's what our responsibility, what we decided we want to do is be a part of the community, be a doer of the community. Whatever, charity starts at home, experience abroad. You don't have to have a big hoopla. You can do a party of one. And somebody will see you doing your work. And that's what Irene and I are doing. You know, we started the cleaning service, had high hopes for it, hired 20 ladies, went out and bought $100,000 worth of vehicles. And now who's working? Irene and I. We said, we didn't come back here to do all this work because we decided that people are so comfortable with the handout that they're ashamed to work. You're ashamed to work. If a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. But then people are feeding these people around here that's not willing to work. And they're eating one meal at a time. And every time they get hungry, they got their hands out. Because they haven't learned how to fish and feed themselves. That's what Charleston is, from my observation. We have got to do self. We've got to do community. We don't need to go across commercial and no place else but on Gale Street, finish